So there is a new GPT-4 competitor, and it's called Claude or Cloud. I think it's Claude. But basically, it's a competitor to GPT-4, and not only is it competitive, but I would say that it's even better. Now, this AI, Claude 2, it has a context token limit of, hold, wait for it, 100,000. It has a context length of 100,000. Now let's look up the GPT-4 context length. Okay, so one is 8,000 tokens and the other is 32,000, right? This one has 100,000. So it blows even GPT-4's biggest model out of the water. And I have been using it firsthand, and it is amazing. Not only can you paste in large amounts of text, but you can also give it PDF files, you can give it text files. Okay, here we go. So PDF, text, CSV, and etc. So that probably means only text, but the fact that it can do CSV is pretty impressive as well. And you can do multiple files at the same time. And you might think to yourself, why would I do that? Why would I add any files? Why would I add 5 files? Why would I have multiple files at all? Well, let me give you a scenario that I used it for. So basically I had one file was my resume, and the other file was a list of things that I did at my previous jobs, and then I had another file that contained a job posting. So I used all of this in Claude 2 to create a personalized resume for a specific job position at a specific company. Enough talking, let me just show you what it's like. I have this running test that I do for each model to see how well it performs, and we're going to be comparing GPT-4 directly using Poe.com. And if you want to know how to get GPT-4 for free, I'm going to have a video soon about it. So if you want to see that, hit the subscribe and like button and leave a comment saying that you want to see free GPT-4 video. It's actually pretty easy. So let's do my test prompt that I use for basically all the AIs. Write a Python script for a Discord bot with slash command. So anyways, you might be wondering why I use this specific prompt. That's because I've used this prompt in the past with Llama, and Llama did, I'd say it passed, but there were other smaller models that sort of had a difficult time with it. So this is sort of a difficult problem to solve, but this does it fantastically. It did everything right. Async, await, yeah, has 2/commands, ping and echo. So yeah, that passed it. And not only that, but I've noticed that this model has fantastic explanations, and the way that it talks to you feels so human-like and personal. It's incredible. It's so helpful. It's like a helpful person, the way it talks to you. I have it frequently say, like, let me know if you have any problems with this specific thing. You know, like it's almost like it's anticipating what you're going to ask next. Anyways, yes, it passed with flying colors. So let's paste the same prompt into GPT-4 on Poe.com. So let's see how GPT-4 does in comparison. Okay, so this gives me a little bit more background, which is kind of useful. It has more comments, which is kind of nice. I'm gonna say a draw on that one, but both did very well. I like how GPT-4 told you about how to install the packages that you need, and I like how it had more comments. Claude had more examples. It had 2 examples of slash commands, and GPT-4 only had one. And it also explains a little bit of the code more, especially if you don't know a lot about coding and you're having AI write code for you. It's really nice to have it explain stuff to you. So I have an idea. So let's have it work for us here. Yeah, you know what? I like that one actually. Continue the lyrics of a song. Okay, I like that. I'm going to ask Claude that, and then I'm going to ask GPT-4 that. Okay, so Claude looks like he just regurgitated all the lyrics. This doesn't look like he continued it. And then let's see how GPT-4 did. So in the orchestra of chaos, find your solo beat, rise above the noise, make the harmony complete. Okay, that was good. It had a nice rhyme and it also had a nice cadence to it. I like that. Okay, let's go back to Claude, see how it did. He's on the mic ready to spit. His flow rhymes hotter than the equator, yo. Okay, this is already worse. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna say GPT-4 wins on the lyrics by far, actually. But Claude is so close, and the fact that you can have such a large context length is so impressive. So let's do something that will showcase the context length. So okay, so I have a real world example here. This is sort of what I was talking about with my resume. So I basically took a list of everything that I did at my last job, and you can see it was a 94 kilobyte file. It was literally a list of everything I did. So I had it make a resume out of it, and I think it did fantastic. I can see that it incorporated and it actually contextualized the whole file, because it doesn't look like it missed anything. It looks like it actually got everything. And I can't even compare this to GPT-4 because I can't even give GPT-4 that much data. This wouldn't even be possible. Now that I think about it, actually, you could theoretically do the same thing with GPT-4, but it's so much more difficult. It's not really even worth it. Basically, what you can do is you can do something like I did in this GitHub repository. Long story short, I chunked it into multiple chunks, I guess, and then I had it summarize each chunk. I used each of the summarized chunks and then I summarized the summaries. So that was a way where I kind of extracted context out of large text. And I've been doing that for a while. I do that with ChatGPT sometimes. I do that with, I like doing it with this script because it does it automatically. But Claude is so much better because you can just paste it in there. You can just paste the file or you can drag the file in there and then it just contextualizes it all. If you want to try this out for yourself, I'll leave a link in the description so you can try it out. Other than that, thanks for watching. Make sure to stick around for the free GPT-4 video.